So hey everyone, in this video we are discussing about the electricity and charges, the property of electricity and property of charges. What are the property of charges? How the charges behave and how the electricity react when the charges is moving on in a simple wire or simple conductor that can be conduct different kind of multiple microparticles like they are the some electrons that is moving randomly to and fro in a wire. So how we can say that the charges are the only conveying factors that are responsible to flow the electricity in a conductor. So what are the charges? Charges are tiny particles like electrons and protons. They carry a positive or negative charge. They attract or repel each other based on their type. So how the charges behaves? Now let's know about what are the different kinds of charges. So basically there are the two type of charges, that is a positive and negative charge. The positive charge behave like a proton, negative charge behave like electrons, as we know. Now what is the definition of electric current? So the rate of flow of charge is called electricity or also known as current. So that is the definition of the current. Now let's see how this current works on a simple wire circuit, simple wire conductor. So as we can see in this diagram, now the type of charges, what are the different type of charges? So they are following two types of charges as we have discussed earlier. The first is positive charge and the second is negative charge. Now let's come to the electric current and its working. So as we know, the rate of flow of charge is called electric current or electricity, which is simply denoted by formula is equal Q by T and its unit is ampere. So we can say when a wire in which the electricity is flowing on, so the charges are moving. Now, now let's talk about the concept of voltage. What is the concept of voltage means? How the voltage works? So we say the work done to carry a charged particle like electron from infinity to a definite point is known as voltage or electric potential. Now, electric potential is also known as electric pressure. When the charges moves on any conductor, so internal pressure creates to flow the charges very easily. When the electric pressure creates smoothly, so charges also flow smooth in a conductor. So we say generally the charges flows smoothly due to the electric potential in a conductor. Now we can see in this circuit diagram there are the few resistance connected to a series sequence with a battery source and there is a terminal voltage V. So when this voltage pushes to the charges against to flow the circuit load, so the charges across the voltage appear on the scene. Now let's see what is the concept of resistance. So resistance is the obstacle or the aberrant to a circuit that creates the narrow path to flow the charges. Due to this, the charges couldn't flow very easily and they flow very slow or very tiny in a material that is opposed to the flow of electric current that causes energy dissipation as the form of heat. So we can say resistance is also a obstacle factor to that opposes the flow of electric current. Now let's talk about the dependency of the resistance. So resistance depends on the material's properties like length, cross-sectional area, temperature. It is measured in ohms and follow Ohm's law. Now we know that The Ohm's law is basically that is a voltage is directly proportional to the flow of electric current. As the current increases in a wire, so voltage appearing on a terminal also increases. But their ratio is always remains constant. So we say resistance R is equal ratio of voltage V and the current I. Now let's see what is the unit of resistance. So there is the two fundamental unit, that is one scientific unit that was discovered by the phenomenal scientist George Simon Ohm. On the behalf of their name is that ohms, and the second is the formalized unit, that is volt per ampere. And let's talk about the symbol. So symbol is denoted of the resistance is that omega, and formula we know R is equal V by I.